Hello everyone, welcome. In the previous video, I talked a little about inulin. In this video, I will talk a little about red meat. I want to share this information with you. Okay, this information is from BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, excuse me. I consider it to be an excellent source of information. Now, the title is, what is red meat and is it bad for you? They say that exactly what meats are classed as red. It's a question. And is it bad for you, or could there be some health benefits to eating it regularly? Here's what the experts say. So, they say, it's difficult to know where red meat fits into a healthy diet these days. Experts say it contains valuable nutrients, but they also recommend limiting how much of it we eat because of potential health risks. So, on balance, are there health benefits to eating red meat or not? Red meat comes from the muscles of mammals and includes beef, veal, pork, and goat, and others. It doesn't include poultry, game birds, or offal. Here, this is specifically about Britain or the United Kingdom, and they say, as a nation, we are eating less of it than we once did. 2021 UK study found red meat consumption fell by almost 14 grams to a total of 23.7 grams per day between 2008 and 2019. So why are people from the United Kingdom turning away from a traditional British staple? People have concerns about the environment, but stronger than that are animal welfare concerns, says Alice Stanton, professor of cardiovascular therapeutics at Dublin's School of Pharmacy and Biomolecular Sciences, who is also a member of the Irish Climate and Health Coalition, the World Action Against Salt, Sugar and Health Meat Technology Ireland, and the Scientific Council of the World Farmers Organization. So this lady, Alice Stanton, is going to be mentioned in this information many times. So she adds that cost is another enormous factor because red meat is expensive. With so many plant-based alternatives to choose from, some people opt for this over meat because they think they are healthier. So she says, there is a general belief that red meat is bad for you, but the situation isn't black and white. Experts, including Stanton, highlight that red meat is rich in vitamins and minerals that are easily absorbed and used by the body, along with other nutrients and chemicals that support our health. But there is some evidence that when eaten in excess, red meat may not be good for us. That's why government recommendations, United Kingdom government, aim to limit our intake of red or processed meat to a maximum of 70 grams a day, cooked weight. Now, nutrients in red meat. Protein. Red meat is an excellent source of high-quality protein, with around 30 grams of protein per 100 grams of meat. A high-quality protein means it has all the essential amino acids, the building blocks of protein that the body can't make, in the amounts that we need, says Bridget Benolan, a nutrition scientist at the British Nutrition Foundation. Although lots of foods contain some protein, the type, quantity, and overall quality varies. When we eat red meat, we provide the body with the right balance of amino acids, which then go on to form both structural and messenger proteins. Stanton says, messenger proteins help our cells, tissues, and organs to communicate, while structural proteins help shape our cells and tissues. Our bodies need high-quality protein, Stanton says, and it's particularly important at key life stages, including when children are young and also during pregnancy. It's possible to get the right balance of all the amino acids from plant foods if we carefully include legumes and nuts in our diet. Okay, iron. Red meat is a rich source of iron, an important nutrient for making red blood cells. The type of iron in red meat is particularly beneficial, says Stanton. It's 5 times more likely to be absorbed into the body than other types of iron, she explains. Not only do plant foods lack this kind of iron, present in red meat, but also contains chemicals called phytates that reduce the absorption of other types of iron. For example, legumes contain phytates, which bind to the iron and make it unabsorbable, Stanton says. There's evidence suggesting that while vegans and vegetarians may eat the same amount of iron as meat eaters, they tend to have less iron in their blood. Another nutrient, zinc. In the United Kingdom, red meat and animal foods are significant sources of zinc, contributing around 30% of their intake there in the United Kingdom. The mineral helps the body to produce new cells and enzymes, heal wounds, maintain a healthy immune system, and metabolize food. As with iron, some chemical compounds in plant foods reduce zinc absorption. And finally, vitamin B12, which is vital for our nervous system and for forming red blood cells and DNA. It is only found in animal products, including red meat, poultry, eggs, dairy, and seafood. Meat is quite a key source of vitamin B12 in the United Kingdom, Benolan says. Around 11% of those following vegan diets are thought to be deficient in vitamin B12. So if you are following a vegan diet, the National Health Service of the United Kingdom suggests having fortified foods or supplements containing nutrients that are more difficult to get from food, including vitamin B12. Okay, and now health risks associated with red meat. In 2015, the World Health Organization's International Agency for Research on Cancer classified red meat as probably carcinogenic, based on limited evidence. This means there's a link between red meat and cancer, mainly colorectal cancer, but there may be other explanations. The associations between processed meat and cancer are stronger, and it is categorized as carcinogenic. Processed meat has been altered by smoking, curing, salting, or adding preservatives. Bacon, some sausages, salami, ham are all examples. It appears sensible to eat red meat and processed meat in moderate amounts, Stanton says. The same person, Stanton, stresses it's important to leave room in our diet for plenty of fresh fruit, vegetables, fish, legumes, seeds, and nuts. There is some evidence that the potential health risks of consuming red and processed meat can be reduced by eating a diet rich in non-starchy vegetables and fruit. I want to stress that these parts here we can see underlined are links that you can use to get more information. Okay. I usually have 21 meals per week. One of those meals include red meat, more than 100 grams. I make all I can to ensure that the red meat that I eat is from animals which live in good conditions and are exclusively fed with grass, grass-fed and grass-finished. It is also important to mention the role that red meat has in elimination diets. Due to its nutritional content, many experts use it, red meat, as a pillar, it's an essential pillar of diet of their clients during short periods of time in which they intend to eliminate some problems in those clients' diets. Next, you will be able to see a few images of my tennis training session. These sessions, like the one I present today, are always very pleasant because in that forest is lovely. However, we go really early, so the floor is we can sleep easily. So I have been having some difficulties with sleeping. So I believe I have to buy some more suitable footwear. In the next video, I will talk a little about the risks of growing old, but healthy. Now, if you like the video, please press the like button, share your comments, share the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.